because I'm also kind of connected to the, I only have one device with me today. I meant to bring more, but I'm connected to like the speaker with Bluetooth. So I'm hoping y'all can hear me. So I'm here at OCC Roadhouse. So if you're in like, if you live in Florida and you're in, or even if you're just visiting the St. Pete or Tampa Bay areas, Clearwater, all that stuff is nearby. So come check us out. So we're gonna be doing line dancing, Latin style. So we're gonna be doing our salsa and bachata, but as a line dance. So you don't need a partner, just need yourself. And we're gonna keep it to like stuff that everybody can learn and have fun with. And yeah, that's gonna be our new thing to do. So on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 9 to 11, so from 9 to 10, well, it's like 9 to 9:45, we're gonna be doing like bachata line dance, and then 45 minutes of salsa line dance, and then we're just kind of practice. We're gonna do our stuff, what we learned, and just repetition and have fun. And yeah, so that's a big plan. Hoping you're gonna join me. I don't know if I've shown you guys this place yet. I think I probably haven't. Just gonna have a practice this morning. So it is beyond cool. It's enormous. Has a beautiful stage, which is near and dear to me. I love performance. That's my background. So so this is it's an everybody bar, but a lot of bikers come here because opposite there is a Harley Davidson dealership, and a lot of them come to hang out here, and they're still closed. So you can see, but there's like this outdoor area where you can get drinks and food, and also a beautiful big indoor area. So I personally plan to have like some lunch here afterwards. So that's like, yeah. So if you're a dancer, cool, look, can you see the motorcycles? They're coming around, they're doing like a morning practice. I'm like not an expert at all of this culture, so I'm learning about it a little bit. And the floor, if you're a dancer, if you love to dance, this is probably the most important thing. I should have started with this. It's beautiful. It's flat, smooth. It's big, you can move on it. So I do suggest you stop by. And if this goes well, if we're doing well here, maybe we can move on to some other things. Really take advantage of the space, because it is truly, truly amazing. So I'm going to see. So my friend is here for a little practice. So I don't know if he wants to be on camera or not. I gotta ask. But anyway, we're gonna do probably a practice. And do you mind being on camera? This is Byron. Excellent person. We love him. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a practice this morning, and so next week come and join us for the 9 to 11, or you can come in at like 9:45 if you just want to do one. And check out our line dancing. It's gonna be very cool. So yeah, we're gonna he's doing a choreography from Carlos, who I'm sure you met here, who is my dance partner, kind of boss. I mean, I'm my own boss, but one or the other, he's the boss. He taught me a lot about salsa and bachata. Very, very good person. And he, however, is not here today, so we can either work on the choreography, but since I'm a technician, we're probably going to work on just like some nitty-gritty technical stuff, right? Okay. So if you want to come hang out, I'm going to have to eventually leave you all to turn on the music as I only bought one device. But until then, comes to hang out with us, and it's not going to be very fast paced today because what we're doing is finer points of technique. I love finer points of technique because if you have the patience to learn them, you'll be a very good dancer. All right, y'all. I will. I hit this. Do you mind?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm excited. Where can you go on?
Yeah. But yeah, so we did a choreography, but I was thinking maybe we'll work on some finer points of this. I felt like being very good at one genre does not necessarily translate. That was like super hard for me. You're like also your stuff, but it's style. was like way over there. You guys were way over here. So we'll do it over here because this is like important stuff for you dancers. So it's good stuff to know. So we were talking. I talked about a little earlier this morning. So about the weight shift, keeping that square whenever you're moving, and we talked about posture. So like if you're standing straight up, loosen your knees a little bit. It's like somebody came and tipped your whole body forward. So your weight's over your, it's kind of over the balls of your feet. You don't have to like balance on your toes, but your weight is going forward. But so you don't want to stick your butt out, you want to just tip forward. And that makes it very easy to change direction, go quickly, and all that. I'm just going to shut the speaker off, make sure that I'm not in there. So, and now we're working on turns, just kind of basic. Which way to face? Okay, so let's just face here. So we've got that square going. So, like I'm doing our reaver, because that helps me move my square. So taking that step forward, but it's so tiny it's under yourself. So you're moving your whole body, you're pivoting on your right, and taking a step. Taking that whole square and pivoting. That's the feeling you have. So, to make it, you want to tighten it up so it's right under yourself. Some people say, like, with your core, but somebody says to me as a ballroom dancer, it's like turning your hips. Sometimes your hips rotating, and that helps me a lot. Yeah, if I think about my core, it's like, I don't quite get around as much. Like, if I'm thinking of my hips currently, I feel like it's really my entire body. So that's what I like to think about. So if you think about taking that first step, pivoting and your hips turning it. And then the next one, pivoting back. So it's like one, and then you're stepping again. So you're always stepping.
So you step like you're normal?
Yep. Yeah. So you're gonna step each time.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're actually going to pick it up and step forward. One. Yeah, that's it. And moving the whole square.
Okay.
So it's like
Then-
one piece.
Then you're
Yeah.
stepping.
And again. Yeah. No, there's like look at no pivots if you're just doing a stepping turn. You know, you're turning the girls. They're going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. They're stepping all the time.
Right.
The only pivot is just kind of a partial pivot to get around.
Gotcha.
So on that part, you're moving to take that step. You're always stepping. So you're stepping over. Yeah, that's it. And then, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're stepping right,
Right.
left, stepping right. Forward, and then you're right. Right back down.
Right.
Right, left. You're always going forward. So if you're going to tighten it up, you're going to be stepping. Just step back. 1, 2. Yeah. That's a great one. Yeah. Unless you break it down, stepping. Yeah, you can do that. Stepping. I meant to turn on the bicycle. 5, 6. 6. Yeah, good. 5, 6. Some people say move with your core, but for me, I find that thinking about my hips rotating me helps me personally a lot more. A ballroom person told me that, because that I feel like if I'm just thinking about my core, like I can lag behind. So what I really want is to move my body as a whole. And for that, if I think about my hips, that really takes my body around. That's kind of what we're focusing on is the stepping turn, because in social dance, Latin social dance, we do a lot of stepping turns. We're generally not spinners. You know, if people are spinning, they came from a different genre. You know, they came in and just brought their spin technique to the Latin dance. But and if you go to a social, you know, it's very likely you're just going to be stepping a turn. So I'm always stepping. And you can keep going forever with the stepping turns too. Don't have to pivot at all. Yeah, I would be like that for now. Eventually, you make the step smaller and smaller. It's like you've been then you'd be just turning over. Yeah, yeah. Exactly, yeah. So kind of that concept holds true mostly throughout, is that you move as one piece instead of, like ballet, we always move like the legs and the arms separately. And in this, you're just like moving it. You're like a robot. Yes. Step, 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 step. Step 6, step 7. crossbody lead coming out to the right. So I would use right? Oh no, I think you're going this way. Okay. You're going down. So it's the same thing you want to rotate your body. And that's when you're going to be like we have to take that square.
Correct. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So you hold on, hold here. Here.
Now, you want to pin, you automatically want to pin that. So you have to remember that you're always stepping. There's a lot of usually not even going up. You can because you can get more tired as soon as you get your
So
and keep stepping forward. I think on that. And go forward.
there you go.
You're right on your axis. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that crossbody lead is everywhere too.
Yes,
Everything
that's
you're
why
doing.
you gotta learn.
Keep
Get
it
that right.
keep stepping forward.
Yes. I like that.
Yeah. So are there other like problem areas for sort of stuff like that?
That spin, any kind of spin, like when we're
Okay, because yeah, that's what we do a lot. We do two hands, so if you bend your elbows and you're going, your elbows are going straight up, right? So you're touching it that way. Instead of going backwards, so you're really like, again, you keep your square straight arms. Up and
yeah, that's what you got right. So tight. Yeah. Nah. That was it. Those are the ones.
yeah, just remember. Adults that only do that.
They did.
Yeah. So that's what I think about. It's like, you know, your arms can
Because that's what I'm missing. Because I am going, what's happening is I'm going this.
Yeah, yeah.
So this makes it. Yeah. Yeah, that's. Yeah, and that way you got stability. That's what we're supposed to do. No, those are things. Like those, working on those, learning those techniques is yeah, I saw that. Great. Yeah, so those are things I can practice on. know what? I always watch people do the basic turns, and I do it my way, but that's way better.
It is.
Tighter I keep it,
Especially like if you're apparently somebody that doesn't want to do something.
that's pretty cool. That's why people cheat. That's why you watch it. I never see their feet move. I see more pivoting than I actually see steps.
Yes, see, a lot of this stuff.
If you really watch people, because you know why? They get you with all this. They get you with all this. This. You know what I mean? That's what they get you. So you're watching that and it looks good.
Yeah.
So the women are not naturally for a woman. You're gonna be with like that.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
she's just thinking about following, she's not thinking about the legs or
No. Most people don't.
Yeah. But that's what I was telling I was just like, let's do maximum like effect with minimum output.
Yeah.
Let's do the stuff that looks fancy and
But I mean,
that's not too hard to do.
that's gonna separate. Most people don't recognize it, but it does separate you. Like I see people that are. There's a difference. When I see the guys that they're not even. Sometimes they're just not even stepping their feet. They're just moving the women. Then they catch. I mean, because yeah, music out, you can always catch up to the beat. I can do that anytime. I can sit there and stand around and spin. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I can automatically grab them. But that's what they do. I watch it. I'm like, what's that? He ain't even moving. He's just boom, boom, boom. He's not even on me. He's just moving.
Yeah, that's why I like to get output, but this is also your thinking about rhythm, right? So
Yeah.
you can be doing anything if you're stepping, and then you're always stepping this.
Right. Stepping. As long as you're stepping. Stepping is the key.
Yeah, and you'll never get off.
You hear it all the time, but you don't listen.
Trouble having one.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
That's a big
I
thing.
mean, you got, I don't know.
Nah, it's caught on. It's like, I listen to music now all the time.
You do, okay, that's what you're doing.
That's all I did. No, as soon as I
But
started
you're also
music,
like high breathing, right? So
Yeah.
you're going-
I've been dancing somehow. Club dancing or dancing.
You're a great
Always.
dancer.
So,
You're amazing. I mean, that's why I'm just
I was
like,
great at that style. And I still always bring it back. No matter
oh
where
my
you
God,
go,
you're just getting my spells from.
wherever you go, you can always add in just 5 minutes of good dancing, then you can just go. Everybody just sits there stuck. You know what I mean?
But you know where you pull that in is there's like different parts to salsa songs. There's
Yeah,
there's like
if you know the song, you know when to change it. Because there's always a change.
Let your partner go. She's gonna do her thing, and you can do
Yeah,
your.
yeah. That's why I keep on watching, listening to music, so that I know more songs.
Yeah.
Once you know, it's just like back when I used to dance in clubs, you knew all the songs. So
Right,
you knew
right.
at that point this guy can also break down, then also
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? It just gotta be like boom, boom. You know what I mean? All the little extra stuff.
That was my But yeah, but it was actually kind of a surprise for me because I thought there were other dances translated a little more quickly. Because I know like ballet's so different that I had no words coming in the beginning, but I thought but it doesn't really. I mean, it's really something.
No, I think you just have to be into. You gotta be into the dance, but you also gotta be into the music. If you don't listen to the music,
Yep.
you're not gonna catch on to the noise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like when we have conversations like just keep on playing music. Because you're naturally all of a sudden gonna get the you'll hear the one. You'll all of a sudden hear the one. You know?
Because we were trying to like try to catch it and it's like
It's not so easy.
it's not so
Especially some of the starts of the songs you'll be totally different to where they're gonna go. So
just the
they
rules.
boom, you know what I mean? Like if you don't know
And there's
where that
kind of
hits,
like a sometimes like that, and then the fourth like
you don't hear it.
reversal.
It's just so unless you know the song, you're not like I know Carlos knows all the songs he dances to because all of a sudden he'll be doing one move and then all of a sudden he'll change. And like he changes right at the time, like our performances. I mean, all of a sudden we're doing this and then there's all of a sudden a small bump. Then that's not different.
Although like people who run salsa, they are so he's got played with some thousands. Thousands. It's like the same people who do like 100 songs.
Yes.
So like, wow, how do you like break down that much?
Yeah, no. But I went when the last time I went to that one club, they had those older merengue music. And then they had older China music. Antonio was the first one that's the oldest one. He went out there, but he was a lot more stiff, a lot more you know what I mean? And the steps were a lot closer because you know what I mean?
Styles have changed.
It's a blessing to have
but then because this is like super interesting. This is like if you go into like the history of it, there was a dance called son, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And that's like the predecessor of salsa.
Right.
And it was more kind of elegant and upright.
The Americans said, no way.
And we're American, we don't really do
American, we take shortcut. Can I have a shortcut?
This is much easier.
Can I have a bridge version of that book?
So yeah, that's when salsa. It's probably a lot from like. Did you ever do hustle?
Yes.
You did hustle? I love hustle. I did that before I even did salsa.
Really?
Yeah.
Hustle's fun. But it's a lot of work. A lot of people think that's easy.
That dance makes you sweat.
You work.
You
work your body. It's not just technique. It's really the way you're moving your body.
It is.
And you gotta be.
Because there's no way you can get away with these little.
No.
You're shooting back and forth.
And each person knows. You know what I mean? That's more of a dance where both go. In salsa, the women, you have your responsibilities. But you're being led. With the hustle, it's a lot of both. At the same time.
Yeah, it's that push-pull.
Yep.
And stuff
So you have to be able to know how to work it together. And so you can tell. That's
I went to, I don't know, maybe I'd already started doing Latin dance, but I went to a convention in Miami of hustle. And there were people who came to there, they had been doing hustle since the 70s. These were like the original Studio 54 people. And so, they're up there.
Right.
They would go all night. And, I was like, oh my God, I have to go to my room now.
I mean, I can tell you when I was younger and I was doing in the clubs and we were dancing, our weekend started Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even Sunday you could get in. And you would go, as soon as the clubs opened, you were there till end. And you didn't even think about it, how much you worked, but your body was in good shape. I mean, I was lean.
My gosh,
You're lean because you're burning all the time. It's like a perfect, it's like you see, like I always tell people, I'm like, you see someone that might be a little heavy, and all of a sudden they're in that dance. I said, that's the most cardio they're gonna get all in that. You know what I mean? So that's why I think all of at the gyms and stuff, how they're all of a sudden now they got the Zoom, they got this, it's all dancing. Why? Because you burn so much more dancing. Now
your whole body is working.
They even got
you're not isolating.
They got African dance with bands. So they're going. And the bands are holding them in.
That's
and then
great
moving forward
because
with
there's
the
a big element of that in salsa too. It's been incorporated.
I was watching them. I'm like, whoa, poured out.
Well, we've got kind of. It's not even like a proper rumba. It's like called intention. Like you're just kind of in the middle. If you feel like a call for it, or it's that kind of beat, you can do like a little rumba. It's very kind of bouncy. There's.
We know how much you love bouncing.
Well, there's like elements where you're really like going all the time.
They be getting it.
But that's also super fun, you know. I'm like, I'm not super good at it, but I try. But I like it. They've got certain songs where, like in Cuba, it's almost like they call down the deities,
Right.
and they each have their characters. So they've got like a water goddess, and
Didn't know that.
yeah, and then they've got like they have like a hunter. You've got one that's clearing the grass out of the way and getting into trouble like a little boy.
Yeah, we just dance.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any story behind nothing.
Yeah.
We do. But we take everybody else's anyways.
I know, right? We just
Is there really a
build it
true
here.
American dance?
I don't know. Square dance? No, but I mean that existed long before. We just kind of
Yeah, maybe that's
do
about,
some shortcuts.
that's probably about as close as it gets to
yeah.
American dance. It would be. But now look at even people that do line dance. They take everybody's
Yeah.
stuff. I see them rock and roll, hip hop.
Yeah.
It don't matter. They do their line dance, do the same thing. 'Cause
Exactly, right?
it's all a beat. As long as there's a beat, you can do whatever you want to.
Yeah. Because there's also like if you do different styles of salsa, there's also sometimes there's a collar, and it's done in a circle. And it's like it's a little bit like the square dancing, like swing your lady, change partners.
I've
It's
never
like
seen
that
that.
kind of it's
gotta be
pretty cool. Yeah, and then you go to in the middle of the circle, everybody. But you have to know the calls.
You got to attend a couple times.
yeah, it's super fun. But,
Awesome.
yeah. Any other like questions or what have you?
I'm gonna do exactly what you've already taught me. That's gonna make everything else easier for me.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about
it looks
having
good.
having you and Carlos. You're so. He'll tell you what to do.
Yeah.
But I've been waiting to work with you anyway.
I'm a
'Cause I knew
technician.
exactly.
Yeah.
I need that. My brain is.
Me too.
It's got to know.
Me too.
Once I got
Yeah.
back, then I get my body to work. Everything else just goes a lot easier.
Exactly.
Because then I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah.
So I'm always thinking about everything.
Once
Now,
it's in your muscle memory.
once I get my memory.
Yeah. And then we move on to something else.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for
Always
coming.
good. Always good.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All
pass
your
some
people.
my stuff. Maybe your grandson. So that was a little bit about technique and kind of how you hold your body, how you move your body. I don't know if you guys can hear me very well here. I probably should have put on the mic, but Byron he does private class and group classes, and he is actually I don't even know what you call this style, but he said, we went to the clubs, we did, I guess he used to do some break dancing, but he has the most, I don't know how to describe it, like how he moves his body, his isolations, but he's like I'm trying to think of something, I'm not even saying like it's so fluid, the movements, it's like like a jellyfish where everything just kind of flows and there's no beginning and no end, and we try very often like in Latin, we've got things like bachata sensual, which is where you're kind of doing body rolls, and you're going from side to side and you're kind of making it fluid, but it's like nothing compared to what he can do. Really amazing. But he was saying like when he was younger, that's what they did. They went out to the clubs and started on Thursday, and they were just dancing all the time. But yeah, I'd be curious. I wonder if he has any video. Maybe not. I'm gonna ask sometime. Yeah. So we're also talking about kind of the precursor of salsa, which is different rhythm. You step, kind of the accent is on the 4 and the 8. It's called song. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And it was a little more kind of more upright, a little more elegant. And then, so salsa as we know it was invented in the 80s by Eddie Torres. And it's just kind of gone from there. And a lot of times there's an infusion of like African elements. In Cuba, there is, it's almost like a religion. They call down the deities, and in a lot of the salsa songs, you'll hear they'll call out to one of them. They'll say, Yamaya, the name of the goddess, and then you can infuse a little element of water with that. And they have, various deities, like there's a hunter, there's a little boy who is like one of the most that we do the most. He gets into mischief. So there's elements like clearing grass out of the way, cleaning grass off a skiff. Even like there's one of them who there's moments where he'll be putting on his trousers. So it's like you'll be doing this and they'll be like doing movements to put your trousers on or your shirt, or stirring a pot and tasting what's in the pot. So yeah, I love that kind of thing. I'm super into that because I love anything that gives like meaning to dance. And it's hard to catch, unless I guess the songs super well. Some of them I know, but sometimes concentrating everything at once, I miss the calls, which is too bad because I always want to put that little element in of whatever it is. And then there's the one, another of the goddesses who's she's putting like honey on her body, so it's just you just kind of add like an element of that in. So I was saying Byron too, so because he's such a good dancer, it's just like a big surprise for me was when I had thought that maybe there were other dances that translate a little better to salsa than like for ballet. Ballet was so different. But even something I would have figured would have been translated pretty well, because you see him move, it's out of this world. He's so good. But salsa is different, or at least the Latin social dance. It's very, very different. Also, like with ballroom, you see the ballroom people come in and they struggle a little bit with the style, just like if there's a lot of people in the ballroom that probably would not work out so well unless you took some classes and really, really learn the technique, and the dynamics are very different and the focus is different. So that's sorry, I'm all sniffly today. That is I'm also thinking, wow, what else could infuse in there? Surely there's something that we could bring in from other cultures as well, because we are kind of a melting pot here. Let's give that some thought. But anyway, I love this place. I love the floor. Let's look at the floor again. Oh, it's so nice. Yay. This stage is really nice too. Maybe they have a lot of events here. They are very busy. That's why, we would love to do something in the evenings, but they are booked solid all the time. It looks empty because it hasn't opened yet. There's nobody here. But when they open, you get events here with I don't know how many people, but they are filled to the brim with people. So so I hope some of you will come and check us out here. Again, that's on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's from 9 to 11, but you don't have to do the whole thing. You can, so we're doing 9 to 9:45. We're going to do line dancing, but it's a la Latin. So we're going to do bachata line dance, and then from 9:45 to 10:30, we're going to be doing a salsa line dance. I'm sorry, I am just so congested today, but I think it's an allergy because I feel fine otherwise, and all of a sudden it was just boom. And I was just sniffing everywhere. So, and after that, we're going to have a half hour of like practicing what we learned and, social. If you like to partner dance, you can do it then, but you don't need a partner with this. It's just anybody who comes, you are very welcome. And we are going to learn, just some of the elements of salsa and bachata that we can do solo or in a group and have fun with, because with salsa and bachata it's all about the fun. Sorry, I'm in Biyaki. I'm blowing my nose. I'll be right back. So from here, I have not even looked at the schedule. I think we have some private classes today, and then tonight we will be in, come on brain, Turkish Latin, Mongol, Turkish grill. Gonna have a social there. That's also nice. Bring an appetite with you. They have pretty good food there. And I'll be DJing this evening and probably dancing less, because like last night we just started up the other socials in Tango Brew Coffee and Wine in Tampa, and I was just like, okay, if there's nobody around, I'm gonna dance. And I was, so I danced with some other people, and I dance on my own quite a bit because I just like to have fun and goof off and try some different stuff out. And but I have to be careful of that so I don't miss the end of the song. It's my job to change the song, so I can't be just like, having a good time and not paying attention to what I'm doing. So I have to keep scooting back if I'm going to dance. But yeah, I hate sitting still. Even if I'm just playing music, I'm like dancing. So yeah, so pretty much that's going to be the day today. Oh, I think we're going to go take a ballet class, which I do advise it, to have that basis. Very important for any kind of dance. Having a ballet basis is amazing. It makes your whole body work. It's good for everything. So even if you don't want to pursue it farther, it's just, take a class once a week for a while. It's not easy, but yeah, I enjoy it. And, again, because I love technique so much, it's like you're thinking all the time. Your brain is always going, because there's so many body parts. You can't pay attention to everything at the same time. So so let's say probably hi to the owner, and then I am going to get the car. So I've never been on a motorcycle my whole life, so maybe I'll get to go on one when I hang around here. It's for the experience. I'm a little scared of it because I'm very safety minded, but do all kinds of things that could at any time get us. So but I want to show you all. They have all these advertisements up here. I love their advertisements. Even they're just beautiful. Probably backwards as you see them, but they look really nice. Oktoberfest and Halloween coming. So there's going to be an event on, I think it's the 25th, so I'm going to be telling you all more about that. Oh, look at those fans. I don't know if you can appreciate the size of these, but they're oh gosh, they must have 10 feet blades. It's incredible. So yeah, Flair flies. I will definitely be talking to you later. So I gotta hold me accountable. We need to stretch together because I've been neglecting that a little, and I really kind of felt it yesterday and last night and this morning, that if you neglect it, I felt like it was hard to move. So maybe we can do that together, and that'll make it a lot more fun. So my Flair flies, I'm gonna leave you for now. Here's one half of the heart. Here's the other half. And I will talk to you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.